It's Armistice Saturday as the gunfire in the local range rings out around the Beacon Field, the home of Hassocks, who are entertaining the Jersey Bulls this afternoon. It's the Robins against the Bulls, and the Robins, as you can see, are in all red today. The Bulls in their change strip of pink, white and blue, and the Hassocks side playing Rockin' Robin, which is clearly their theme tune. And there is their mascot. I'd be interested to see if we had Bully over there today, whether there'd be maybe a little bit of a running competition or something, maybe hit the bar as the players just shake hands, the mascots as well. For the Bulls today, one or two changes from the side from last week. Looks like there'll be a change at the back today. There is no Watling. Jamie Watling is not in the starting side and he's not on the bench. So we expect to see a back four of Johnny LeCain, James Kerray, Jay Giles and James Carr. How the rest will line up may well be in a kind of a 3-2-1. We'll see how Elliot Powell has lined up his Bulls side today. But there's 5 on the bench. Chris Roach returns. There's Joe Kilshort, James Sunley, Francis Lecky-Mamati and Harry McKenzie. So plenty to call on for the Bulls today. For the Robins, they are captained by their number 2, Harvey Blake. And on the bench for them, number 14, Morgan Vale, who scored their goal in their 1-1 draw in midweek against Faversham. Pretty unlucky the Robins were, with Faversham equalising in the 7th minute of added time. Well, players are ready. There will be a minute's silence today as the players make their way towards the centre circle. The referee is Cameron Davis, and he will very shortly blow the whistle for the silence to start. Remembering those, of course, who lost their lives in conflict fighting for the country. James Kerray there in the middle with Harvey Blake. And the referee assisted by Matthew Dyson and Owen Lawrence as the referee takes his position, ready to start the minute's silence. And we'll be back with you as soon as that has concluded. Now, that minute's silence for those who fought during numerous wars on behalf of Great Britain. Well, we're going to be live very soon with the action. And, of course, we'll only have full video and audio until 2:45 due to FA rules and the fact that this is not an international break. Well, Mr. Davis looks ready. The Bulls are going to kick off in this first half. A Saturday which is absolutely soaked in sunshine here at Beacon. More of a spring day than a winter's day. Will it be the Bulls today who can continue up the table? Really close game expected as we're underway. An early touch there J. Giles clipping it forward. And Hassocks just looking to clear it then. Just a little bit of a nudge there on Monday. The Bulls have it back with Giles again, who is sitting in at that left centre-back position. James Carr on this near side, left back today. Ball played forward. Good clearance there. Looking for Theodore on this right-hand side. Into the middle, but good challenge there by Dos Santos, who makes himself busy again, taking it off Monday, and shot from distance. Doesn't test James Shaw in the Robins goal. But Dos Santos quick to pick that ball up and take a shot inside the first minute. Well, if you are interested in sponsoring this media channel, you'll see you can place your brand in the left-hand side, and if you want to get involved, email commercial@bulls.je. James Shaw clears up over the halfway line. Flicked on. Bulls will pick it up. Ball bouncing around. Watson with the header down. Trotter. And Giles again. To Carr. Chance to run down this left-hand side. Quickly across, though, is the skipper Blake, who wants the throw-in, saying it came off Carr left. Neither the referee nor the assistant agrees. Bulls throw. It might be that the Bulls have gone with a two kind of midfield with Water and Trotter holding, as Dos Santos trying to make a bit of room for himself. Can't, but the Bulls get it back. And then Kere, the skipper, back to a central defensive role today. Ball played forward again. And quickly off his line is Shaw. And another centre-back partnership. Kere and Giles today. No Watling, no Campbell. Interested to see how that works out. They played together plenty of times in the past along the back four, but as a pairing at the back, we'll see. As Johnny LeCain gets there first, ahead of Troke. And it's picked up in the middle there by Entiknap. Bulls win it with Dos Santos again, but he can't control it. Back to Trotter. LeCain down the line, looking for the run there. Well, in the end, coming across quickly is Gunn. He gets there before the keeper Shaw. Doesn't want to leave it to chance. Again, neither side really getting hold of it yet. Bulls play it back forward again. But they're getting to the ball first. This time, free kick given against the Robins by Farrell. Giles plays it forward. Nice touch by Carr, just can't keep control. And a chance for the Robins to break here down this right-hand side into the feet there of Farrell. Holds it up nicely. Has support there. Long switch attempt, doesn't work. Dealt with by LeCain. Now Cavalier with a chance to run. Backtracking there is Troke. Oh, heavy touch by Watson, caught though by Theodore. Free kick for the Bulls. In fact, it's not Theodore in the middle there. It will be Hendy who takes him out. Watson takes a free kick. Giles again. Bulls pressing forward. Well, the run by Barlow, but can't keep it under control or keep it in. The throw on this near side by Blake. Flicked on and in. Back again to Kere. Straight back. Oh, a chance for Dos Santos as backing across is Hendy. Shaw clears. Watson caught, goes down. It looks like Barlow is operating on that left side. On the same flank as Carr. So a lot of left-sided players actually on the left side. And Bulls just knocking it around. Van der Vliet. Looks again for this ball for Barlow, who does keep it in this time, does well, chests it down, takes it inside. Nobody really there. So he goes back to Trotter. He switches it to the right-hand side. Barlow battling, but dispossessed. And then McCain just nicely keeping hold of it into the feet of Dos Santos. Tries the reverse pass. Now it's Bickley. Bickley, well, puts it in the net. Doesn't count. Flag has gone up pretty quickly there. It's a nice bit of play by the Bulls there. Santos trying to feed it through to Bickley. But Bickley just going a little too early. Bright start for the Bulls on a bright November afternoon. When it's Barlow who's involved in it in the build-up, and it's Mundy who tries to play it out. McCain does a little bit of a spin there. Plays it into Dos Santos. And the run of Bickley's just, well, looking across the line. It might well be, in fact, that Bull played him onside, but the assistant saw it differently. Now going up the other end is Troke, right into the corner. And it's going to be the first corner of this afternoon. And it falls to the Robins. A chance for them to put a bit of pressure on the Bulls. New centre-back pairing of Kere and Giles. He crowded in the 6-yard box. Ball swung in, headed up and away. Looks like Bickley there, and then flicked back and across. And the shot comes in the end, but rising and going comfortably over the bar. Our first real chance for Hassocks. Not falling exactly where they wanted it. It will be a goal kick for the Bulls. Well, it's an interesting matchup today. On form, the last 6 games, 9 points for Hassocks. The Bulls in the same period have got 8 points. And it's 12th against 15th in the league. But the Robins have played 2 more than the Bulls. A win today would see the Bulls go ahead of Hassocks in the league, and a chance to make up some of the games they've missed as Bickley just gets caught. Flicked forward again. Watson looking for Barlow. Quick throw in from Barlow. Bickley there. Doesn't quite get there. Good cover at the back again by the Robins. And then Kere mopping up. And the Fleet gives it back. Giles again. It's time to just check and have a little look across the line. Bulls keeping hold of the ball here. Into Watson. Kere decides to go long, looking for Cavallio, who has managed to keep it alive. Battling hard there, as so is Bickley, who gets in. Cavallio's won it back. Cavallio into the box, just plays it through the legs there and then gets cleaned out. But the Bulls carry on with Trotter. Far side is Barlow. Ball just checks away from him. And the flag looks like it's gone up. Well, in fact, the flag is up, and so is at the same time Cavallio down. Well, he got caught in that follow through. Referee Mr. Davis just going across to check on Cavallio. He's taking his time to get back up on his feet. Well, that's finished, and back we are again with Shaw. The flag went up, so it's a free kick that's been given for the offside. Shaw. Giles jumping. Ball goes through comfortably to Van der Vliet. And he sends it long straight away. Good header there at the back. This time from Mendy. Robins win it back though. And again, there's too much on that ball. looking for Farrell, but it's overhit, easy the balls to deal with. Giles growing into this centre-back role. Oh, Bickley gives it away. In fact, it's Trotter there who gives it away. And then the Kane clashing. It's going to be a free kick won by Troke. Oh. Bulls just playing themselves into a bit of trouble there. Unnecessary. A chance for free kick now with Mundy. As they send forward Gunn. Not quite yet cleared. Here comes Theodore. Inside. The ball played looking for Gunn from Hendy. And a chance for Cavallio to break, and it's ricocheted off him, but straight out. The first 10-11 minutes here, a little bit scrappy from both sides, neither really getting hold of the ball and dictating the possession. It's ebbed and flowed backwards and forwards. Bulls perhaps at this stage just having more possession. It's Watson, nicely into the feet of Barlow. Barlow plays it over for the run of De Santos, who will take on the skipper Blake. De Santos now needs help. Carr is arriving. De Santos clips it towards the far post, but he doesn't make it, or just softly rolls out. Well, better from the Bulls there, just the final ball, not quite where it needed to be. And Shaw again. More clear. Big lineup on that left-hand side, the far side of the pitch. Up over the halfway line, good header. Santos gives chase. This gives Blake a little nudge in the back. And get a free kick for that. Throw's taken. Watson again. And a play in Barlow. De Santos tries to win it back. Good play in the middle there by Leahy. And now down that left-hand side is Trocus. Cavallio's trying to get back to keep with him. Ball's played in. Easy, though, for Van der Vliet. Quick clearance by him. No. Fraser Barlow is not 10 foot tall. Robins have a throw near side with Blake. Bulls having to defend here. Back is Barlow. Flip forward. And back it comes. Good call again. Van der Vliet early there decides to make the call. Kere. Good spin by Trotter. Nice little ball in. Tries to get the 1-2 going there, but broken up. And again, as we've seen in this first spell, it's been the ball coming from the Robins has just not been accurate enough. The radar has not quite been honed in. Quick ball forward, too much on that. And again, the ball's doing exactly what the Robins have done. Trying to play the quick ball, but it's wasted again. Charles does well with the header, flicked back and across by Trotter, but it's picked up there by Entignap. Back it goes. Long ball forward, looking to search out on that right-hand side for Troke. Does well, holds it up nicely, cleared. Flipped in and the shot, well, does Van der Vliet get a touch on that? The header coming in. Looks like it may well be Theodore who jumps the highest. And Van der Vliet looks to get a touch on that. That might end up being a real world-class save there because it was headed on target. It just needed a touch to put it onto the bar. And it's a corner to Hassocks from the Theodore header. Well, it's good play in the build-up. Ball's then whipped in. And it is Theodore who gets inside Carr, doesn't put much up. And Van der Vliet, fingertips enough to deflect it onto the bar and over. In it comes from the corner, far post, it's the call, headed back and across, headed off the line. It's like Kerry there with the header away. The ball's living dangerously now, trying to clear it. Trying to get the ball back in and across. Carr doing better this time as ball was trying to get there. Well, the ball's having two let-offs there. First from Theodore, and then the corner coming in. It does look like it's Kerry. The ball's whipped in, it goes far post. A bit of a nudge there, but it is Kerry who's right in the middle of the goal who heads it clear. And all of a sudden, the Robins start to take flight. Good play by Trotter, spins away, brings it inside now. Trotter looks for the ball into Bickley. Bickley then dispossessed, good sliding challenge. And they're back in numbers, there's 7 at least, maybe even 8. Robins players back, Trotter again trying to flick it. Comes now to Barlow. Barlow, a little reverse pass for Bickley, but again, there's too intricate at times and they're too close as well there with Barlow and Bickley trying to feed off, but there's 2 or 3 yards between them and it's just not quite clicked. Brought down now. Well, the Robins pressing hard here. Again, trying to whip that ball in. Blocked this time by Johnny LeCain. And all of a sudden, in this last couple of minutes, the Robins are pressing. Could argue been in the lead here. Coming forward is Bull. Short throw. Ball into the box again. Cleared. And he is far though there as Hendy. Let's say Bull's ball. Oh, well, Jay Giles there, just having to quickly spin around. Plays it towards Carr. Carr's lost it. Theodore does well, keeps it alive. Carr gets back and just gets a touch on it. Looks like a real threat there on this near side, on this right-hand flank, Damien Theodore. Blake, the skipper, will come to take the throw. It will be Blake again, just looking for a little bit of a movement. It does come, it's flicked on into the Bulls box, but Van der Vliet is there again. And route 1 is the option here. Well, it's ricocheted this time to Cavalier, who's done well. He's just about stayed on his feet under the challenge of Bull, and now Cavalier whips it in, and they're shot well. Bickley just has to gamble and stretch out. He doesn't, he stays upright. He needs to go down. What a ball in that was from Miguel Cavalier, causing all kinds of problems, and in the end it goes out, but it was a real chance for Bickley to gamble, and it could have been the opener. Probably should have been. Well, a bit of a let-off there for the Robins, but the ball's showing that the quick direct ball is causing problems for that back line. So header by Kerry. Blake again with a header. Head tennis in play. Down goes Watson. Barlow does well. Played inside to Santos again. Sliding in though is Mundy in the middle. Well, there's certainly a bit more bite all of a sudden to this game. It's a bit of a somber start, but it's definitely livened up in the last 5 or so minutes. Carr inside to Watson. Watson slicing it up in the air. Bickley gets there with a header. Robins clear it, but only as far as LeCain Bit of space, plays it towards Carvalho on that far side. Carvalho will run against ball. Carvalho still going ball, good sliding challenge. Times it well. It's going to be a throw in. Chance maybe for Johnny Lakay. Not seen the bomb from him for a while. It looks like he's ready to go and launch one into the Robins box. Trotter. Cleared there by the Robins, but Giles has it with a bit of space. Oh, overplayed it again. There's been so many changes that it's got to unsettle, if nothing else, the Bulls side. The changes at the back week to week, it seems. Of course, with Campbell out this week due to suspension. Carr jumping, but so is Farrell. Bulls get the throw in, quickly taken. Giles nicely inside to Kere, who steps over the halfway line, plays it into the feet of Carvalho, gets it back. And then cut out by Troke. Well, they're trying to get the ball moving a little bit quicker here. Senses a bit more urgency about the Bulls' play. And for the first nearly quarter of this match, it's been pretty even. Although arguably the Robins have had the better chances, but they've given it away. Carr, can he capitalise? Well, he gets there, but he doesn't control it, and Blake plays it off him. And the Robins have the throw. Well, we know that they're a decent defensive outfit. The Bulls will know they're up against it. Good challenge there again. Barlow battling well. And then a sandwich, and somehow the ball comes to Carr, who hits it against Blake. Didn't look like Barlow could get out of that, and he quickly takes a throw, looking for Bickley, who's trying to shrug off Hendy. And Theodore back to dispossess Barlow. Solid header by Giles, who's got there ahead of Farrell. Definitely see a different tempo to this game. And the skipper Blake taking his time. As a replacement ball is required. On the pitch for the second Saturday of November in pretty good condition. Pretty dry still. As Gunn brings it over the halfway line. Long ball headed away by Carr. Barlow now picks it up, steps inside. Still going, tries to play it through. A lovely ball to Bickley. Looks like he's onside this time to Santos next to him. Will Bickley take it himself? He does! And he beats Shaw for the Bulls' opening goal. No doubt this time the big man stays onside. The pass is weighted to perfection. Bickley has De Santos to his right. In the end, goes it alone and puts it through the legs of Shaw. And it's the Bulls who take the lead in the 24th minute. Well, it's a lovely bit of play by Barlow in the build-up, and he just delivers the ball perfect as along the line looks Hendy, but it's no chance of it being offside this time. And Bickley does the rest. Well, he perhaps could have gambled a couple of minutes ago with that ball played through. This time, the Barlow-Bickley combination working exceptionally well. The ball played through. Nice weight, Bickley onto it, and in the end, the decoy of De Santos to his right, he doesn't need, and he puts it in the back of the net. Well, the Bulls will want a fast start, not quite as fast as it might have been, but they have the lead. And now they want to go and get more as soon as they can. They're just a little bit maybe in favour of the Bulls right now. They've got the wind in the sails for sure. And it looks like it's going to be another battle for Bickley. But that ball by Barlow was absolutely on the money. De Santos chasing across, Gunn gets there first. Just maybe see that the Robins are a little bit rattled, knocked off their perch perhaps. Long way to go. Well, we're back finally. Technology working in our favour as the score still, the ball's in the lead as the Robins go in search of the equaliser here. Nearly half an hour played in this first half. Blake now with the ball at his feet. Barlow back. Blake takes it on. Nice ball inside, taken out by Carr though. May well be a caution, it is. Referee, Mr. Davis, straight to his pocket. James Carr picking up the first booking of this first half. And it was a clumsy challenge. It was Blake who just played it past him, and maybe taking one for the team there. James Carr. Decent position though for the Robins here. Little committee there of Troke, Mundy and Blake. Direct is the call and the signal from Mr. Davis, who sets the 10-yard mark. No spray for him. And it will be Mundy. Barlow and De Santos in the two-man wall. Mundy hits it low, headed away by Carr. Santos will chase, maybe half a chance. Can't quite get there though, ahead of Mundy. He's tracked back. And Gunn will try and keep it in far side. He does, he gets past the cane, but he doesn't keep it in. And it's a Bulls goal kick. Now James Carr not having a lot of option there with Blake, just went past him, but to take him down. And Vandervliet will no doubt go long, and it definitely seems to be maybe a tactic that the Bulls feel may pay off here. Different tactics every week for different teams and the way they play. As Watson picks it up back to Kere. Clips it forward, again looking for Cavallio. Mundy keeps it alive. Theodore. is the target, but Carr makes the header. Looking for Barlow. He's not there this time. Blake is. Once again, getting forward there is Hendy. Now Theodore goes inside, goes past one. Past Watson, but it finds its way back to Mundy in the middle. Then Bull caresses it out to Troke. Troke makes the run, wants it back. McCain gets there first. Cavallio deep again, defending as he does every week. The Robins have it. Carr this time just gets there ahead of Theodore. Can Dos Santos get there? Well, he does. And a bit of a clash there with Blake. Just momentum there. Just a warning that in about 14-15 minutes we will go to audio only, so stay listening. You'll get to hear what's going on at the Beacon here in Hassocks in Sussex. As Barlow lets it go, hooked clear to Watson. Now Trotter. Mundy gets the right side of him and nicks it off him. And Troke is pushed to the floor by Trotter, and looks like it's going to be another card. So Mr. Davis not shy of a yellow this afternoon. Right in front of him as well from Adam Trotter, making the referee's job very simple. And it's going to be, looks like it's, well, the keeper's come all the way up here. Really fancies this. And he wants it. Just give them an extra player to go forward, and then he backs off, leaves it for Bull. Far side of the box. Watson heads it, hooked away by Bickley. Theodore tries to bring it down, does well, but Dos Santos gets the right side of him, and then Dos Santos is trying, but the rugby tackle doesn't work, and now it's Bickley, and then Barlow ahead of him, and then arriving is Cavallio. Cavallio's going to bring it onto his left foot. Cavallio's going to try and bend one. It's saved. It falls to Barlow, and he taps it in. Well, is there a flag on that? There is. It's not going to count. It may well be Cavallio in the build-up to that, but the Bulls had numbers forward there. 3 on, looked like 2 at one point. Bickley, Barlow and Cavallio. And in the end, it doesn't count. Bulls very close to doubling the lead. Long ball forward again. Good header this time by Watson. Intignap plays it short to Bull. Watson again. Perot comes forward, but Farrell's won it. Okay, and a crunching tackle there. Inside to Lee. And Troke on that far side. Tries to play it in, Kane in the way. I sense a little bit more urgency here from the Robins. Trying to get back on level terms before the break. Seconds away from being 2 down as Leahy is beaten to it again. Trotter not hanging around. Still they have it inside the Bulls' half. Dos Santos cuts it out. Trotter hooks it, but only as far as Entignap. Oh, good play again by Dos Santos, who's got a bit of a chance to roam today. Looks like he's going backwards and forwards across that front line. Seen him on the left, seen him on the right. Playing that number 10 kind of role with freedom. Mr. Kane down the line. Trotter with the header. Back by Mundy. Trotter again. Big up and under. Up and over and onto the roof of the clubhouse. A couple of people looking out the window. Back it goes. Now to Hendy. Blake again. Long ball forward. Looking for Troke on the run down that left-hand side. Lacane gets there and does enough, uses his strength. Just gets his body in the way. Goal kick. Now, last 10 minutes of this first half and the last 5 or 6 of, we'll maybe get the full 9. It may just about get to half-time before the blackout kicks in, but it will depend on how much time is added on. And Vandervliet clears it long again. De Santos tries to acrobatic Karate Kid style back heel, picks it up, play on, now through well. Looked like there'd been a bit of a foul, but not given. Carr has to be careful. Carr's brought down this time by Theodore. Well, we saw the push by Trotter. Theodore has brought Carr down. And nothing given other than a free kick. Not to be as bad as the Trotter challenge. Mr. Davis keeps his hands in his pocket. Bulls try and break on that far side of Cavalier. Barlow getting across and bulldozing his way into Bull. And the Bull is knocked down by the Bulls' number 7. Well, it's been pretty tight so far in this first half. A couple of chances. The Bulls managing to take their one that they've had of the 2. And the Robins close twice. McCain jumping. Picked up. Trotter does well. And again, Trotter just carries on the run there, putting the pressure on. Intignap felt Trotter breathing down his neck there as Troke can't keep it in. He's playing with that kind of a 4-3-3, but at times it looks like De Santos has license to roam. Long ball flicked on again. Carey doing well in the with a header. Charge down. McCain will get there ahead of Troke, and then he clears it down the line. Barlow turning up on the opposite side, on that right-hand side. So there's definitely a switch there between Barlow and De Santos. Interchanging. And then James Carey has gone down. Well, the last thing the Bulls need is another injury or a suspension to a centre-back. Chance for the home physio. That is the home in England as opposed to Springfield. So the UK supporters physio. Nicky Nicole is out there. Just checking James Carey can carry on, but doesn't look great. He wants to get back up. Well, he seems to be okay, which is good news for the Bulls. There's a little bit of fluid. He'll just take his time here. And this will come up to the last 5 or so minutes, just a little bit more in this first half. Still Hassocks 0, Jersey Bulls 1. A goal by Lorne Bickley. Good to go again. McCain to Trotter. Well, McCain taken out on the far side. Well, it was Leahy there who cleaned him out. And again, that was fortuitous not to get a booking for that. Carey is back. McCain will take the free kick. To drive it long, flicked on. Doesn't quite reach Bickley. And now maybe Farrell to break with Theodore trying to assist. In the middle though is Carey with the header. Cavalier now does well. twisting, turning, but Troke gets back to help out Entignap there. And back it goes. Well, they've played a lot of the time in this first half in their own half, the Robins. And DeSantos does well there to bring that down and take it on, and he's caught by Blake. Just a little bit of a touch there, but that's enough. Ball played forward. Cushion header. Theodore into Leahy. Back to Hendy, and then down the line. Good flick on by Farrell, who in fact is beaten to it by Giles, who does really well. Farrell knew that Joe Giles was there. Robins throw again. Blake with it. Referee just hurrying him on. Good header again. Flicked on by Barlow, but should be dealt with. Into Hendy. Back he goes to Gunn. Taking their time in the build-up here, the Robins. Hendy again tries to float it out. There's a lovely little cross pass to Troke there, but can't control it and just gives LeCain enough of a sniff. Back again. Just trying to find a way through. The balls here have organised well. Keeping the Robins hemmed in their own half, and then the ball forward just rolls away and out for the goal kick. And they came ever so close on Tuesday night at Faversham Town, did the Robins, of getting a victory on the road. To be denied very, very late on. Of course, the Bulls were convincingly beaten at Faversham a couple of weeks ago. Clear it straight to Theodore. Carl with the header. DeSantos again trying to battle his way away, but he's won it back, and then Leahy picks it up. Late challenge coming in there from DeSantos on Blake. As we creep closer to the blackout in about a minute or two. Ball on the far side into Leahy. Well, slow progress across the back line here. Shaw getting involved. Now Gunn. Good pressure by Barlow. Whitney will come across and make Hendy go back to Shaw. Played through the middle. Trotter reacts and tries to close it down, but Gunn gets enough on it. Troke on that far side. LeCain does well. Does he get pulled down? Nothing given. Play on. As this time Mundy is beaten to it. The Bulls pick it up. Now Barlow twists and turns and plays it first time. Looking for Cavallio on the run. Shaw should get there first. It will just roll into the box for him to collect comfortably. Now the Robins looking for something here just in the last few seconds of this first half of normal time. And we will now be into the blackout as Hassocks have it on the far side, deep inside the Bulls' half. Closed down again, but Johnny LeCain does well, and it'll be a throw in for the Bulls. Now the sun continues to shine here. The sun is a beacon at Beacon, the home of Hassocks. As the ball bounces around and Watson hooks it towards the centre circle. Barlow battling, ball spinning. Dos Santos flicks it with his shoulders to Carr. Now tries to return. Dos Santos now halfway in, just catching there. Yeah, this time just outside the penalty box, clipping the heels of Hendy. Free kick to Hassocks into added time in this first half now. Shaw will try and play this one up towards the edge of the box. He's got it just about 10 yards outside of his own penalty box on this right-hand near side. Ball played long, flicked on. Back there is Giles, still alive, edge of the Bulls penalty box, cleared by Trotter to the halfway line. Back it comes with some interest. And then Dos Santos, well, the ball's gone out. Dos Santos hooking it clear, but Robbins will have it halfway inside the Bulls' half on this near side again. It's Blake the skipper with the throw. Gets it back. Well, good play by Theodore, skips away, trying to get towards the penalty box. Theodore slipping inside, but back is Watson, and then, well, it's cleared by Giles off the back of Theodore, just on the 6-yard box, and it goes out for a Bulls goal kick. Theodore, who we've seen just once or twice in this first half, tricky, good skills, and nearly gets away and finds a way in for the Robins. It will be Van der Vliet, though, with the goal kick, who will play it long over the halfway line. Bickley battling, the ball bouncing around. Dos Santos tries to keep it alive. Blake smashes it out here. Ball's halfway inside. Doesn't matter, it's over for the first half. As the referee, Mr. Davis, blows his whistle, the players will make their way off. The first half has not been the best football, you'd say, but the Bulls have taken the one of two chances they really had as they lead at the break. A goal from Lorne Bickley. Half-time, it's Hassocks 0, Jersey Bulls 1. And we'll be back with the audio after the break.
Thursday, under-23s are away to Hastings United. That's a County Cup game, kick off at 7:45 p.m. And then they're going for the first team next Saturday. Sunday, you can find watch the under teams. They're here at the Beacon.
Players are now out for the second half, as also most of the subs are, and some of the mascots are juniors who've had a little bit of kick around here in the break. Gunfire on what must be a local range here continues to ring out around the ground. Well, the first half in terms of fire, well, the Bulls had a couple of chances. In fact, they put the ball in the net 3 times, but 2 were ruled out for offside. Hassocks coming close with 2 chances. 1 cleared off the line by Carey. And probably on the balance, you'd say, in the first half, the Robins have not started rocking yet, but are rocking as the Bulls continue to press and keep them pretty much stuck inside their own half. They've had a couple of chances, they haven't been able to convert. The Bulls have taken their 1. As Mr. Davis places the ball on the halfway line on the centre circle. And the players pretty much ready to get this second half underway. But it will be the Bulls who will kick from the left-hand side to the right, switch round from the first half. Can they go on and take all 3 points? Well, we'll find out in about 45 minutes' time. It will be the home side, Hassocks, who will kick off the second half. And it looks like Leahy is there. No changes apparent at this stage. Mr. Davis just checking across the pitch to see that the assistants are ready and that the keepers are ready. He's done the count on the field, checks his watch, sets his second one as well. And we're underway for the second half as it's played back to Shaw, who's just outside his penalty area. Looks to go long here. Headed back towards the Bulls' goal by Farrell, but there's nobody there as McCain picks it up. And then it's out just by the halfway line here. It's a Bulls' throw. Taken by LeCain. Long one looking for the run of Dos Santos. Cleared though. Up towards the halfway line. Watson there with a big up and under into the middle of the park. Back it comes. Farrell heads it on, but there's nobody there, and Van der Vliet will just trot out to the edge of the box where he will launch another one long. Dos Santos flicks it on. Gunn gets there first. Back it comes again. Jumping again is Dos Santos. Trotter now flicked on by Bickley. Dos Santos goes down, nothing given. Blake has it, plays it out onto that far right-hand side, looking for the run there of Theodore. Across comes Barlow. It looks like he's dropped back, maybe, to the left-hand side. Just going to check there's a bit of change for the Bulls here. But the Bulls have a throw with Barlow. It looks like he's now taken up a left-sided position. It may be that Sunley actually he's on now. Just checking across there. As the ball bouncing around. Trotter flicks it back inside to Watson. Watson now right up to the centre circle for Cavalier. Tries to twist and turn. Johnny LeCain arriving. Ball played over the halfway line. Cut out in the middle there, but not, well, just about does enough there. Claims of a handball by Mundy. And then the Robins play it out. Slicing from the boot into touch on that right-hand side. It just looks like may well be that Barlow has gone to left back. So Carr not out for the second half. It looks like it may well be James Sunley on as the ball's played around now, just inside their own half. Here comes the Robins, play it in through to the middle, but cut out by LeCain ahead of Troke. Now LeCain brings it forward. Ricochets nicely for Bickley, plays it out to Cavalier, who's running on this far side, tries to get into the box. He does. Cavalier keeps it alive. Back and across his ball. Corner for the Bulls. First of the second half, and the first for them of the match. So the Bulls will have a corner deep on the right-hand side. And up comes, and it may well be Johnny LeCain is coming forward. It may be Jay Giles. It's going to be Jay Giles, in fact, who's going to swing it in with his left foot. So coming in, bending towards the keeper. Jay Giles now. In it comes, near post. Out. Looks like it's Bull. And a chance for Giles to reload. Well, not the best delivery, that one from Jay Giles. Wants to get a bit of whip in there, get it up. Bulls have plenty in the box. Watson is there, Bickley is there. Giles gets it back now. Defending deep as well are the Robins. Giles now. Better from him. Cleared again. Giles gets it back. Back it comes. Well, ball still in the penalty area, bouncing around. Falls now, suddenly now to Watson with a shot blocked. Well, it's blocked quite some way in the penalty area. It's not anywhere near the goal in the end, but it goes back towards the halfway line. Jay Giles forward, gives it away though. Chance for Hassocks to break. Nice ball inside to Farrell. Farrell, those pass doesn't make Theodore. Cut out by Watson. Now forward it comes again. Chase is on here. Dos Santos is running towards that far corner, keeps it alive towards the byline. Dos Santos now into the middle now. Surely, suddenly, it's in. It's Bickley. Well, it's suddenly who taps it. Looks like he tries a shot. Whether it's saved in the first chance or not, it falls to Bickley, who grabs his second of the afternoon. And it's as easy as that. Well, it was the long ball that was kept in. Dos Santos never gave up in the end. He ran into that far corner on the far side, on the left-hand side. Ball comes in. Suddenly has a touch. He'll go down perhaps as an assist. And Bickley makes it 2 for the Jersey Bulls. Hassocks 0, Jersey Bulls 2. Well, the Bulls have started quickly inside 5 minutes in this second half. They have their second goal. A cushion of 2 goals for the Bulls now. And the Robins certainly are not flying at the moment, and they're not rocking either. They are being pushed back and kept down by the Bulls here, who continue to press hard. Ball goes back to Shaw again, goes long over the halfway line, flicked on by Farrell. Now Troke, who gets into that left-hand position, squares it, blocked by LeCain. Corner to the Robins on this near touchline, and their first corner of the second half. A chance maybe to get one back quickly here. It's Mundy who's gone across to take it. Right footer looking to whip it in. There's company in front of Van der Vliet. Mundy now delivers, looking for the far post. Well, it evades everyone except it looks like Johnny LeCain, who plays it down the line now. A chance for Dos Santos. He's on his own. He's scripted it inside. He's blocked though in this by Blake. But Dos Santos is, well, nothing given, surprisingly, by the referee. Looked like Blake there just sketched right in the run. Blocks Dos Santos, who was on his own in a bit of a foot chase there. Arguably should have been a free kick, if not something more. But it's back to Shaw now, edge of the box, who clears it long. Again, looking for Farrell. It falls to him. Played inside to Troke. Flicks off LeCain. Troke still going into the box. Squares it now back to Leahy. Slices the shot. Theodore hooks it back into the box. Mundy. Back is Carvalho. Hooks it towards the centre line. Now, well, nearly breaks to Bickley as Gunn carries on. Dos Santos has gone down. Hassocks get forward. Blake goes down. Gets back up. And then the ball goes out. But it's Ray Dos Santos who's down near the semicircle of the Bulls side of the centre line, who's going to need a bit of treatment here. Well, the game is definitely alive now. The Bulls having their first of 2 games on the road, of course. They come back to the mainland on Tuesday to play Broadbridge Heath in the 7:45 kickoff. Shouldn't have any blackout rules then, so that will be no doubt live streamed. As Ray Dos Santos is down, but getting the magic spray. Looks like it's the left thigh. Just got caught, maybe a bit of a dead leg. No doubt the magic cold spray will fix him. Although he doesn't look, well, he's lying there, looks like he's in a bit of pain. More spray required, more spray delivered. And it's like a smoke on a dance floor there as it engulfs the leg and parts of the pitch, but it seems to have worked a trick as Ray Dos Santos is up. A little bit of a hobble away there though. And the magic spray has again performed its magic tricks. It will be, after all of that, a throw-in on the far side. Just near the centre circle, centre line. In fact, on that far side, it's going to be Barlow who will have it. A ball's throw in. We'll be looking for Bickley, who lines up on that far side of the pitch. Sun continues to shine, shining into some of the players, certainly those facing the sun, which is the Robins, as Barlow hacks it out, and it goes out, well, halfway inside the Bulls' half. It's going to be Blake with the throw. Looking towards the box, looking for the flick on by Farrell. Hooked away by the Bulls, only as far as Enticknap. Enticknap tries to fire it towards the edge of the box. He does, but the Bulls clear it. Cavalier now has a bit of space, turns inside. Cavalier now trying to get away, does well, gets past one. Brought down by the challenge by Bull, but no foul. Play on. Sunny picks it up over the halfway line now. Tries to flick it round and then has won the throw. No, he's not. It's gone the other way. Well, they're definitely getting some urgency in their play. Hassocks not delaying at all here. Back it goes, though, across the back line. On this near side is Bull. Over the halfway line. Easy for Kane, who heads it back inside. And then the reverse pass, looking for Troke from Mundy, goes straight out. So the Bulls will have a throw halfway inside their own half. Johnny LeCain will take it. Watson is there. McCain goes down the line. Header by Gunn. Bickley putting pressure on him. Back it comes. Looks like Bickley catches Gunn, but nothing given. So a little bit of gun to the head there from Bickley. Well, they've given it away to Santos, who's just clipped it forward, headed out. Near side again on this side of the play, the right flank for the Bulls again. LeCain will come forward. He's going to have a chance to throw this one, you'd think, from where he is into the penalty area. Can the Bulls try and capitalise on this? Into De Santos, who clips it round for Cavalier, keeping it like it's pushed to the floor by Enticknap. Nothing given. Goal kick for the Robins. And it looks like substitution is coming. And it will be the Robins, and it may well be a triple change here. 3 lining up. So off goes Mundy, off goes Leahy. And on is Finney and Henry. And looks like off as well is Enticknap. So got Finney and Henry. Just going to check the third one, but may well be Vale. 15 and 16 definitely are on, which are Finney and Henry. As it's back with Shaw from the goal kick. Well, wasted, goes straight into touch. Bulls have the throw. Johnny LeClain goes long again. Headed back. Trotter flicks it forward, trying to find a Santos ball. Well, flicked further forward again here. Bickley gives chase, dealt with. Back it comes, headed down this time. And now Blake trying to get away from Sunley. Back he goes to Shaw, who's inside the penalty box. Clears it now up towards the halfway line. Bulls get there first. Touch first there for Henry. And it is in fact number 12, Dan Allen, who's come on. As Theodore plays the ball in. Can't get it past Jay Giles. Cushion header back, but it's back to Blake, who's still attacking towards the far-hand, right-hand side. Tries to get in, and he does. He whips it in, but Van der Vliet in the middle, inside the 6-yard box. Comfortably picks that out the air. Now releases Trotter. Trotter switching the play, but it's cut out well there. And the chance for the Robins to come again. On this left-hand side, Troke chests it down. Just inside, Troke, edge of the box. Trotter does well, sends Troke away, but Troke stayed alive, kept it in, squares it as well. Van der Vliet inside the penalty box, inside the 6-yard box, right there again. Second good catch by the big stopper, who then launches one. Big up and under into the sun here, bouncing around. Good header though. The Robins have it back inside their own half. Near side on this left side is Finney. Plays it to Allen. Far side is Blake, just at the halfway line now. Inside again to Finney. Finney now clipping it out to this left-hand side, looking for Troke, who's made the run. Across goes Lacane, who's just going to hold him up, get there first. Squared inside. Watson is there, Troke also, but back is Bull. Bull now plays a 1-2. Allen there, squares it now, falls into the middle. Well, somehow Kerry hooks it clear. Watson now can have a little look up here as he gets towards the centre line. He is into the feet of Bickley. Heavy touch, though, from the big man, and it's Allen who's nicked it off him. Now to Gunn, but they've won it back, this time with Trotter down the right-hand side. Trotter's just going to hold it up, and the touch from Bull plays it into touch as he brings Adam Trotter down. No free kick. Bull's throw halfway inside the Robins half on this near side, closest to the camera. Johnny Lacane again, and in his range, you think. Decides he goes short to Watson, gets it back. Johnny Lacane now towards the edge of the box. Johnny Lacane takes it on, squares it. Well, he tries to play the reverse pass to Bickley, who makes the diagonal run. But in the end, he plays it into touch, goal kick. Well, nearly an hour played here. The ball's good for their lead. 2 goals from Lorne Bickley. And Hassocks yet in this second half not really creating too much. Trying to get the ball forward more. Made 3 substitutions, trying to change the momentum and the balance. But the ball's well organised. As the ball, well, nearly breaks there. Comes off Bickley and it ricochets back into the arms of Shaw, who sends it back with interest. A long, long clearance. Jay Giles does well, and then Watson heads it back to Van der Vliet. Very comfortable for the ball. So he looked pretty assured today. Van der Vliet long, well over the halfway line onto the far left-hand side, looking for De Santos. It falls now for Sunley, who picks it up, takes it on. Sunley still going, being tracked there, and tracked well by Finney, who plays it into touch. So the Bulls again have a chance here. Just to launch one in. So it's going to be Fraser Barlow, just at the level with the penalty spot. Now Barlow continues the run from Sunley's back heel, and then it comes off Sunley, goal kick. A bit of other balls, not quite clicking there between Sunley and Barlow. Barlow makeshift left back in this second half, of the versatility of the bundle is there again. Came close to getting a second goal for the Bulls, although that was ruled out, but now is at left back and is jumping and does well for the header. It's ricocheted off. It's Theodore who collects it, but he's going to leave it for Blake. Halfway inside the Bulls' half. Blake now with the throw. Bulls back in numbers here. Cavalier back. Ball played in. Trotter gets a foot in. Watson then gets caught. Play on. Still with the Robins and Henry, and he tries to play the ball for Blake. Now it just comes off. Looks like free kick's been given. And it's towards the far touchline, far side of the ground, but it's decent-ish positions, about level with the penalty area here, so a chance. And it looks like it is one of the substitutes who's come on, who's going to take it. It's Finney. So Finney to deliver. Can he deliver first blow for the Robins this afternoon? Far side. Bulls and the Robins lining up around the penalty area. That line gives you an idea of where this ball is being played from. Finney it is. Plays it short, cleared by Bickley. Bull heads it back, flicked on. Good jump there by Kerry. Now Trotter, a chance made for the Bulls to break. The ball's played forward. Cavalier should get there. Cavalier has got it. Bull is coming back. Also coming back is Theodore. Cavalier holds it up. Far side, near side of the ground, takes it on. Cavalier trying to go past Ball towards the byline. Cavalier crosses it. Ball gets a touch. Corner for the Bulls. And that's the best Cavalier could do, really. Didn't have a lot of options there. And in the end, did pretty well to win the corner. So Jay Giles will come forward as the Bulls make another change here. So we know that Francis Lecky-Mamati is coming on. Just going to be a case of who he is replacing. Good to see Sanka, as he's known, back for the Bulls. Been some time out, but he has a bit of pace. And he certainly likes a free kick. He's whipped in, far post, Jay Giles. Header is there. Watson back in it, cross. Kerry tries to get there, can't quite hook clear. And Lecky-Mamati is into the action as well. Ball's played back in, attempt on goal. Well, Shaw just backtracks and gets there first and then quickly releases it to Bull. Bull trying to get it forward, does. Long ball. Good call by Van der Vliet, who is loud. Kerry ducks out. Van der Vliet drops it short, then clears it. Again, another long ball, looking for Bickley. It's going to fall to Dos Santos. Dos Santos back heels it. Well, Lecky-Mamati doesn't gamble, but Bickley's putting pressure on Blake, and Blake's trying to escape him, and then down he goes. Free kick given, just going to be left for Shaw. It's about 10 yards outside of the home side's penalty area. Shaw now will launch one. Slips slightly as he does so, but it still manages to get it up towards the edge of the Bulls' penalty box. Giles is across, hooks it clear. Well, a mistake there, and it's flicked on and in. Dos Santos at the halfway line, now hooked back in for Bickley. Surely the flag is up. It is up. Well, Bickley was away. He only had Shaw for company, but the flag on the near side goes up. And a chance for Bickley to get a hat-trick is stopped by the assistant referee on this near side. It's going to be Shaw who takes it, plays it short on this near side towards the halfway line. Ball now for the Robins. Santos shuts him down. He goes backwards. Gunn clips it forward now, looking for Troke, but McCain does well. Trotter is still out there. Watson is still out there, just trying to work out still who's gone off for the Bulls, and it may well, in fact, be Carvalho. Dos Santos has come onto this near side, so it looks like it is the magician who has given way for Lecky-Mamati, as the Robins have it again. Goes back to Shaw, who's good 10 outside of his own penalty area, launching one up again. Lacane jumping there, it bounces. Picked up on this near side by Henry. Bull is there, Bull takes it on, tries to go inside. He does, keeps it alive, squares it. Lacane is beaten, but Kerry is clearing up again. Trotter in a bit of a head battle there. It falls nicely inside for the substitute Allen. Outside to Blake. Lecky-Mamati closing him down, but he can't. Theodore now, edge of the box for the Bulls. Theodore tries to get inside, dispossessed again. Really good play by Barlow there. And now he tries to bulldoze his way out of his own half. Well, he's still somehow kept hold of it. So two players around him, Theodore and Blake, but the ball does go out. And it will be a Robins throw right on. Well, it's just slightly further up. It's going to be Blake. Look who's going to take it early there. Taken now inside to Allen. Back it goes. Well, going backwards isn't what the Robins need to do, but it's Bull inside the centre circle, who just turns away and sends it back again to Gunn. Far side. They're not really making much headway here, playing it back across up towards the centre circle. The centre line on this near side is now Bull, who steps over it, brings it inside to Allen. Allen's given it away. Suddenly now a chance to play it forward. The Bulls have got a chance through the middle. It's Dos Santos. It sure is there. Gets there first, hooks it up and under. It's a bit of a battle there. It falls nicely in the end for the Robins, who play it out near side. Troke, who takes it on inside the Bulls half now, down the line. Nobody there though. Bull was trying to make the run. Troke overhits the pass, and it's a goal kick for the Bulls. Well, the tempo is better in the second half, certainly better than it was in the first, which was pretty lackluster at times, apart from the Bickley goal. It will be Van der Vliet. He's just going to take his time as the referee, his attention is being called to the far side. Van der Vliet just takes his time. Looks like there may be another change coming. So Lecky-Mamati has come onto this right-hand side, ahead of Lacane. Cavallio has gone off, and maybe there's just one eye there. Well, there's an injury in the middle. And it's going to be another change. The Bulls, Harry Mackenzie is getting ready on the far side. I've seen him already a few times this season. Chance for him maybe to open his account for the Jersey Bulls. Has come close a couple of times. And we'll wait for that change. There's a bit of an injury in the middle of the park as Carbonet just giving Harry Mackenzie the last few instructions. A little bit of a high five. And still we wait for the change. The Bulls good for their lead. The second half. Getting the second goal. Yes. So Bickley is giving way. And I wonder if just there is one eye on the Broadbridge Heath game on Tuesday, a chance to rotate some of the players here. Van der Vliet gets us going again, goes long, long ball here. De Santos jumping. Lecky Mamati now in the middle. And Sunley. Lecky Mamati though, picks it up, gets away from Theodore. Watson now. Tries to play it out to Lecky Mamati. Blake is there first, coming up down that right-hand side. Blake now down the line. Through the middle is Theodore. Plays it first time. Farrell can't get there ahead of Van der Vliet, who's quickly off his line. Outside the 6-yard box. Picks it up. And it will be Van der Vliet who again, it's Route 1 football here from the Bulls. Well, this time it's Route 1 into play. It's not, it's gone out, and it's Blake with the throw. Theodore trying to twist and get away. De Santos battling, and suddenly does well. Now De Santos can bring it away. Lecky Mamati can't quite escape though. Good challenge coming in from Gunn there, who slides in, brings it back, tries to play Theodore in. Barlow will just go across, so will Giles. Goal kick for the Bulls. Well, still 20 minutes to go here, plus a bit of added time. There was a bit of treatment just a moment ago, so that will add maybe 1 or 2 minutes. So still not over yet here by any stretch of the imagination, but the Bulls have the 2-goal lead still. Hassocks 0, Jersey Bulls 2. As the clock ticks 71. Van der Vliet, another long clearance out towards the far side. Looking for the header of De Santos, who is the height now in the front three. As Barlow plays it back to Van der Vliet. Again, goes long. This time switching to the right-hand side. De Santos jumping. Trotter with a toe in. Picked up by Bull. Forward again. Kere should get there first. He does, and he turns away and he plays it out. As Farrell just starts to breathe a little bit down his neck, but it's thrown for the Robins on this near side. Level with the Bulls' penalty area. Taken quickly to Finney. Now to Allen. Whipping it outside to Blake. Blake on the far side, right-hand side. Across goes Sunley. Blake tries to take him on, crossing the ball first time, but crossing it high and wide. And another wasted chance for the Robins. No, just couldn't get the flight right on that ball in. And Van der Vliet with another goal kick. And there is no even intention here for the Bulls to play it short. They're just going to go long again. Over the halfway line. Right-hand side. Lecky Mamati jumping. Lecky Mamati getting there in a battle and a real tussle. Has done well. Mackenzie is there. Oh, Lecky Mamati plays it inside now. Trotter to Sunley. Sunley now has a bit of space. Across goes Theodore. Arriving is Barlow. Bulls have just held it up a bit too long, and it's allowed the Robins to get back. Watson now. Watson again. Plays it forward. Heavy touch by Lecky Mamati. Gets caught, but Watson then gets brought down. This time by Theodore. Watson back on his feet. Doesn't hang around. Yellow card for Theodore. Well, there's been a few that the Robins have got away with Not this time. Theodore goes into the book. Mr. Davis dishing out another yellow card. This time for the home side's number 7, Damien Theodore. Ball's free kick though, good position. Good chance to play this forward, or there's no height in Bickney. Trotter is there. The ball's not sending too many forward. It's just on that far side. It's going to be Barlow. There's movement now towards the penalty area, but then just hanging back a little bit here. Barlow does whip it in. Goes for goal in the end. Tries to catch Shaw, who gets back and across. Well, audacious from Barlow. Shaw now has it. Clears it again from hand. McCain is there. Troke does well. Plays it back to Allen. Allen now has to go back again. This time to Hendy. And here they come now. Far side Theodore. Cross goes Watson. Theodore gets past Watson towards the byline. Squares it. Headed back and across. It looks like it's Farrell, but there's no power. There's no direction. And it's a goal kick for the Bulls. Oh, the flag was up in any event. There's a few of the home fans jumping around behind Van der Vliet's goal there. And another change coming from the home side. Well, Pitcher is on. It looks like Farrell may well have gone off. Van der Vliet will clear again. Well over the halfway line. Good header, though, in the middle by Gunn. Breaks for Trotter. Kerre goes back. Plays it away from goal for Van der Vliet, who just puts a foot on it. Then does clear it, looking for Leki Mamati, and Sunley in a bit of a battle there, but brought forward it is now. Again by Gunn. Theodore trying to trick his way, plays a nice ball inside. Quickly across his Trotter. Corner it will be on the right-hand side for the home side. Well, second corner for them of this second half. Good cover by Adam Trotter there, getting across. It looks like it will be. He's been busy since he came on. Finney going to take this. Finney left foot. Well, goes high, goes long, headed back and across, but toward the near post. Too easy for Van der Vliet, who quickly gets it going forward again. Trying to catch it. Well, Blake, handball claimer now. Dos Santos, can he get away from Blake? Blake does really well. In the end, it was just Dos Santos on his own. There's a bit of a coming together, a bit of pulling around there, and the referee has a little look back play on, it appears. Troke comes in. LeCain can't get the ball, falls now. Here come the Robins inside. Chance now, quickly across is Barlow, who gets there in the nick of time, gets flattened in the process. A heavy challenge. Barlow's gone down. It looks like it may well be Henry there. In fact, it looks like it is Henry who's clattered Barlow. Barlow brave there. He's just getting his breath. He's going to be okay. The referee doesn't require any treatment, but Barlow getting there. The ball looked like it was about to break, and it could have easily been a chance. And it's starting to get a little bit frayed here between the players. Theodore is not happy. And Van der Vliet will have the ball again. You can see that they're not liking it, the Robins. They're being rocked today, but they're being rocked not their way. They're being rocked by the charging Bulls, who are not here to do anything but get a win this afternoon. After all that, handbags and glad rags. Van der Vliet is told to take the ball back inside the penalty area. What difference it really makes, 2 or 3 yards. But there we have it. Van der Vliet goes long, over the halfway line again. Far side, looking for the header there of Sunley. Dos Santos has not given up, and he's kept it in. Dos Santos squares it now. Leki Mamati. Theodore gets there. Leki Mamati's brought down. Was a shirt pull there. Well, nearly rips the shirt off the back there of Leki Mamati, as Theodore appears to be the culprit. Well, he's really losing his rag here. Is the Robins number 7. And that's the second time he was just flicking like it was Finney he was In fact, it was Henry he wasn't happy with a minute ago, one of his own players. But the Bulls have a free kick. It's 2 or 3 yards outside the penalty area. The referee is walking back the Robins, and it looks like the Santos is there. So far side of the ground, left-hand side into that left-hand corner. About level with the 6-yard box here for the Bulls. And a chance now for the Santos, and a chance maybe for the Bulls to get the third, what you would think would be the final blow this afternoon. De Santos will deliver, whips it towards the near post. Well, he hits the side netting and nobody seems to react. He nearly caught Shaw napping there. Shaw was expecting the ball to be crossed and it hit the side netting before Shaw had even moved. Had that have been on the other side of the post, it would have been a third, and a cheeky one at that for De Santos. As it is, Shaw clears it long again. Barlow goes there, flicked on by Theodore. Giles, big up and under. Blake has it just inside the Bulls' half. Short to Finney. Does well. Gets away from Leki Mamati. And across the back line, near side, just on the halfway line is Bull. Back it goes again. And then to Shaw. And the Robins trying to find a way forward. They're still in their own half. Now to Finney. Allen out to Blake, who's on the right-hand side. Theodore now is unmarked. Barlow will go across. Back will come Sunley. Played short. Whipped in. Well, chance now. Well, it's cleared somehow by Giles. A bit fortuitous to see that it falls to him. The Bulls can try and break. They can't quite get it under control. They can now with De Santos. De Santos whipping it forward now. Through the middle. Out comes Shaw. Shaw there first. And out it goes at the halfway line. And it will be another change. Oh, Joe Kilshaw is coming on. And it looks like it's going to be right to Santos, so a chance again for him to maybe just freshen the legs before Tuesday. Gets 10 minutes off this afternoon. And the Bulls able to use Joe Kilshaw from the bench. Well, 10 minutes left here, maybe just a little bit more with added time, as the throw-in is going to be taken here by John LeCain. Right on the halfway line, just a couple of yards inside the Hassocks half. Into Leki Mamati, tries to skip away there. Leki Mamati having to turn back, but he finds Trotter. Trotter now just a little offload. Lovely ball whipped now towards McKenzie. And then it falls for Gunn, who rifles it forward. Comes back though to Trotter, just on the halfway line. Nice ball inside. A chance for first touch for Kilshaw. Then Watson sweeps it out to Barlow, left-hand side of the pitch, just inside the Bulls half. Clip forward now, looking for the run. Good header again, this time by Hendy. And at halfway is Theodore. Back is Sunley tracking, and the Bulls just making sure they close it down. Don't allow the Robins to play. And then a combination of Kilshaw and Sunley. Win the ball, flicking it off Blake. So far side of the ground again on that right-hand side for Hassocks, the left hand, and it's Barlow with the ball in hand. Barlow looking for a bit of a run. Well, battle there with Sunley, but going to be a throw-in for Blake again. Just level with his own penalty area. Goes back to Shaw. Shaw will launch. Long ball again now, over the halfway line. Solid header by Giles. In the middle there, battling away is Henry. Bulls pick it up. Good play by Sunley, just that little step over, and then Barlow launches one down the left-hand side, but across his Gun. Then Allen. Back again to Hendy, and shut down by Leki Mamati. Throw in though for the Robins. Just about 10 inside their own half. Blake trying to skip away from the challenger Kilshaw, and Kilshaw putting the pressure on and really making Finney work hard there, who does find a release on this left-hand side up towards the halfway line now. Near side is Bull, but it's blocked by LeCain, and now Trotter with a bit of space inside his own half. Lovely ball short here, just by the halfway line. Back inside to Watson. Watson gets a heavy challenge, but just slides away from it. Nice ball to Kilshaw. Now Trotter trying to break it through. He gets the ball back. Trotter now offloads to Leki Mamati. In the centre circle is Watson, who whips it out far side now for Sunley. Sunley has Theodore for company. Sunley cuts inside, just holding the ball up here, the Bulls. Trying to keep in possession as it's inside to Trotter, who's twisting and turning and lays it off for Kere, also inside the centre circle. Now short to LeCain on this near side. LeCain now to Trotter. Trotter over the top, finds the run there of Sunley, who's come out onto this right-hand side, holding it up again. Little short ball to Mackenzie. Mackenzie twisting, trying to get away here from Bull. Back it goes to Trotter. Trotter cuts inside, keeping hold of the ball here. The Bull's doing really well on this near side again, and then back it goes all the way to Van der Vliet. A chance to just play it short to Giles. Giles now back and across to Kere. Kere back to Van der Vliet. The Bulls must have put about 30 or 40 passes together there without giving the ball back. And still they go. Giles again. This time there is an interception. Theodore's picked it up. Giles gets across, plays it out. It will be a home side. The Robins throw just level with the Bulls penalty area. Far side, right-hand side of the pitch. Blake comes forward. There's a run there, short. This time by Henry. Trying to get away from Kilshaw. The Bulls back in numbers. Inside to Allen. Allen gets tracked there by Trotter. The two number 12s collide. Blake now whips it in. Near post, Kere gets there, gets a touch. It goes to Barlow, somehow keeps it in, and then he wins the goal kick by ricocheting it off Blake. And the Bulls get the goal kick. Well, good bit of play there, but good defensive work. And it looks the final throw of the dice here for the home side as Hassocks make another change. On comes Morgan Vale, off goes Damien Theodore. So it's 14 for 7. We know Vale scored the goal that gave them the lead, the Robins, at Faversham on Tuesday. Maybe a chance for him. He's not got much time left, 5 minutes, maybe a little bit less, plus some added time. And that's a change. Theodore's been pretty bright for the Robins this afternoon. Is now replaced. And Van der Vliet launching it again. Headed back, Watson misses it. And a chance maybe to break here. Balls are at, well, 6s and 7s. Free kicks given away there by Jay Giles. Maybe a yellow card. Well, the first touch for the substitute Vale is going to be from the sponge, potentially. He's gone down. He's been clattered by Jay Giles. They're 14, taking out 14s. Well, doesn't look like it was deliberate, although we'd be interested to see that back as Vale stumbles back up onto his feet, but doesn't look to be pretty happy about that. That's an introduction and a half, as it's a free kick though, and Blake is there. Decent position here. Chance again maybe to just sneak one and make the last few minutes a bit of a squeaky bum one for the Bulls. And it's towards the right side of the penalty, so on the left-hand flank of the Bulls side of the pitch. It's about 10 or so, maybe 15 out. The ball's played in towards the far side of the box, headed back and across. Kere with a header, bicycle kick by Trotter, acrobatically clears it. Leki Mamati flicks it on. Leki Mamati could be on his own here. He could well be. Cuts it inside, Leki Mamati. Well, getting back quickly there is Henry, who saves the day as Blake also getting back. The Bulls didn't gamble with a second going forward. There's a bit of a coming together with Jay Giles there in the middle and Pitcher. And now they have it just inside their own. Well, they've gone back again, but Bull has it inside his own half. Bull cutting inside and nearly getting shut down by Kilshaw, but Kilshaw doesn't quite get the ball played back to this left-hand side. Good header by LeCain, who gets her header Troke, and then Watson gets there, and Mackenzie trying to battle. Back they have to go, though, and this time they switch it to the far right-hand side. Blake picks it up inside, takes it over the halfway line. Blake now gets away. Leki Mamati coming back, great challenge coming in. Looks like it's Kilshaw though, times it to perfection, puts it out far side again. And it will be Blake as they now gamble numbers forward here. Well, heavy touch there by Finney, but he's won it back. Finney still going to Allen. Allen clips it towards the penalty box, brought down. Well, again, Kere gets the touch just enough to the Kane, who clears it. Back it comes again, though. Left-hand side this time. Pitcher taking it on, trying to go inside, still going. Pitcher runs out of room, runs into Watson. Now a chance for the Bulls to break. They could have numbers here. Killshaw ahead of him is Leki Mamati. Killshaw, well, it's blocked in the middle. A great challenge coming in there by Hendy. Hendy now can play it forward. They've gambled everyone pretty much ahead of the ball except Shaw. Halfway into the Bulls' half. Goes out on that far right-hand side. Ball going to be played in. Cut out by Killshaw. And then, well, they all leave it in the end. It comes off a Robins player. Goal kick for the Bulls as we're into the final minute. Well, it's been the best spell of play that the Robins have had in this second half. They haven't been able so far to do much about it. Well, they came a little bit closer there, but it's back with Van der Vliet. And it's time to think about the player of the match for the Jersey Bulls today. A couple of contenders as well. Red Santos having a good game. Fraser Barlow as well. They've all had a pretty decent game. Trotter now on the ball, then it's broken down as it's back again inside the Robins half. Clipped inside, just evades Sunley. Now Blake on that right-hand flank. For a good run here as Barlow's beaten, but back and across as Jay Giles has had a really good game this afternoon as well at centre-back. But for his 2 goals this afternoon, the Bulls player of the match is the big number 19, Lorne Bickley. As in come Hassocks. Great challenge, claims of a penalty, but Jay Giles has timed him effective, still going. Claims of a handball, nothing given. It's going to be a corner though. Third one of the second half for the home side. And just to confirm, for 2 goals this afternoon, the Jersey Bulls player of the match is Lorne Bickley. Corner though, far side, left hand side of the Bulls, so the right hand far side of the pitch to be swung in. Left foot now. Is this a chance for the Robins? We're into added time here in this second half. Everybody but the goalkeeper is forward. Blake hanging around on the edge of the box. Bull as well. In it comes. Near post. Headed down. Headed around. Headed away. Edge of the box. Leki Mamati cleared though by Sunley. Up and up towards the halfway line. Backtracks Blake. Ball runs out. Will be a throw in for the Robins. Leki Mamati now up challenging Shaw, who's come a long way up. Blake to the halfway line. Skips away from Leki Mamati. Inside to Allen. Allen now plays a long ball forward again. Bit of a Hail Mary there. Headed by Johnny LeCain. Kere will go across. Kere then is sent to the ground. Ball comes off him. It's going to be another corner. Well, it's good play there. Look like it may well have been Allen. The cross will go. Get your breath. Finney to take this one. Finney now. Ball goes short, doesn't want it. Finney's going to whip this in. Vale is there, near post. Far post, the ball is delivered. Flicked on. Well, it's the number 6 who's got forward, Liam Hendy. His header, he gets there. He's unmarked in the end, and he directs it more towards the corner than he does towards the Bulls' goal. And it's another goal kick, which Van der Vliet this time surely will just take as much time as he can over. But it's been a decent performance on the road here for the Bulls. They have to go again, of course, in midweek. So quick turnaround, no time really to relax, but they'll be satisfied, you'd think, with 3 points on the road this afternoon. Headed back towards the centre circle. Watson with a header. Now Sunley clips it forward. Chance maybe for Killshaw. Gets there ahead of Shaw, and then Shaw has to dive back on it inside his own box, which he does in the end, as Killshaw playing much as a striker now. Shaw clears it long. Big up and under. Kere there. Troke as well. Giles does really well. He's had a really good game. Can't help but emphasise that enough as Watson is fouled. Jay Giles playing as a centre left back this afternoon. May not have the height, but he's got the skill. He reads the game and he's tough. It's going to be, looks like a free kick's been given just inside the Bulls' half. Nobody's in a hurry. We've had nearly 3 minutes added on in this second half, and it will be left probably to Van der Vliet, who's come up to take it. Referee has a little look at the watch. Sends Van der Vliet back. And The Bulls can breathe a bit of a sigh of relief here. They've done what they needed to do on the road. We knew Hassocks would be a difficult opponent. As Van der Vliet plays it towards the corner, left-hand side. Lecky Mamati's there, flicks it on, wins the header, but straight into the arms of Shaw. Shaw will once again launch it long. Kere with a header. Then Sunley to Watson. Sunley far side being tracked there by Henry, but he's got away, gets to the halfway line, gets over the halfway line. Lecky Mamati is fouled, is he? Sunley carries on, play on. Free kick, has it been given? No. Referee's allowed it to go. Halfway line, Trotter now hooking it out to this right-hand side. Mackenzie has time, he has space. Across comes ball, Mackenzie will take it to the corner. You can hear the shout from the dugout, to the corner, to the... Mackenzie decides to go inside. Now Trotter inside, Trotter still going. Trotter, will he try the shot? He does! He bends one towards the left-hand corner. It goes, it's the left-handers who look at the right hand to the keeper, and it just drifts wide of the upright. 4 minutes added. Shaw again will launch another one. Taking his time, but he wants to hurry up. Up it goes. Again. Well, Trotter just gets a nudge, but it falls to Mackenzie. This time he clips it towards Lecky Mamati, who's a lone striker. Bull is there, Bull plays it back. Shaw volleys it clear first time, slicing it towards the right-hand side. Blake keeps it alive. Good play by him. Here comes Henry now, bursting forward. Good challenge there by Barlow. Really good tackle. Times it to perfection. Barlow gets it back. The ball's breaking. Barlow's clipped. Barlow goes down. And a yellow card will be shown to the skipper, Blake, who gives a little hand to Barlow as if to say, sorry, mate. Well, a yellow card for the skipper of the Robins, as he throws the ball back, and the Bulls have the free kick. James Kere will throw it back to Van der Vliet, and it's just inside the Bulls' half. Van der Vliet clips it long, again goes left-hand side. Suddenly jumps, Blake doesn't do anything, throw in. Inside now. Again, well, they've kept... Well, it won't matter, the referee blows the whistle. It's all over here at the Beacon, the home of Hassocks. The Jersey Bulls are the victors. It's goals in the first half by Lorne Bickley and the second half by Lorne Bickley. So 2 goals by the big man on 24 and 50. Hassocks didn't really trouble Van der Vliet this afternoon. Bickley rightly picking up the player of the match award as the players all shake hands and make their way off the pitch. The Bulls will quickly get back on the plane and come back again on Tuesday night for Tuesday night football when it's Broadbridge Heath against Jersey Bulls. Hope you enjoyed watching it this afternoon. We'll see you next time.